Good evening and welcome. My name is Michelle McAuliffe with the City of Santa Ana Public Works. You've joined the virtual Public Works Community Town Hall meeting to learn about the programs and services provided by the city's Public Works Agency with an update on the general plan and insights from the Neighborhood Initiative Program. Today is Wednesday, May 12th, and we'll be starting the meeting in just a couple minutes. So please stand by and we'll be starting the meeting shortly. Thank you. We have 13 attendees. Good evening and welcome again to the Public Works Community Town Hall virtual meeting to learn about insights on the services provided by the city's Public Works Agency with an update on the general plan and insights from our Neighborhood Initiative Program. My name is Michelle McAuliffe. I'm with the City of Santa Ana Public Works. We cannot thank you enough for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you attending because together we're stronger. And with that, it's my honor now to introduce our Mayor Sarmiento, to share why we are stronger together. Mayor.
Thank you, Michelle, and good evening, everybody. I want to thank you all for taking a few moments to join us at this community town hall where we're going to be featuring the city's Public Works Agency and the Neighborhood Initiatives Program. And I think that tonight's theme is really, really excellent because it focuses on us as a community and being stronger together. So I just want to congratulate the team over at the Public Works Agency because, you know, they do so much, and sometimes, you know, we see them out in the, out in the streets and out in the field, and they're the department that kept on working during this pandemic. I mean, they really were still out there. They didn't have the luxury of working virtually. They had to actually, you know, be boots on the ground and people in the fields and in the streets. So I just think that, you know, they do an incredible job, and I'm really excited about them sharing with you tonight some of the efforts that they're making. And I know that it's interesting because we wouldn't think of a public works agency as being so pervasive in our community, but it is the one agency that really affects all of the residents in Santa Ana. You know, whether it's providing, you know, clean, high quality water, making sure our streets and roads are in good condition, you know, making sure that there's, you know, access to the internet across all neighborhoods, our drainage, and all these other different facets that sometimes we take for granted in a city like ours that's so large, right? But one thing I know that, you know, we're so proud of, and we've been named, you know, Tree City USA for the 22nd year in a row, is, you know, just the, you know, the trees in our community and what they serve and how they, you know, what they provide to our community, because we're such a built out community. We're such a densely populated community. It provides shade, but more importantly, it provides that softening, I think, of our community for our families and our children who can see, you know, just a softer landscape, right? Because when you see concrete and asphalt, that really doesn't, you know, lend itself to a community. And I think, you know, what Public Works has done, and, you know, the efforts that they've made to make sure that we, you know, just have a really robust, you know, tree effort in the city is really, really important. And I think for public works agencies, I think many of us think, well, they're utilitarian, you know, they just provide, you know, sort of a service, and it really isn't that way. I think, like I said, it's now aesthetic. It provides, you know, vital resources to our residents and our communities. And there really is a social component and social justice component to it to make sure that everybody receives this equitably. And I know that they've gone very, very, you know, far out of their way to make sure that the services are provided to every part of our city. Nobody is denied, no matter how humble the home is, no matter how opulent or affluent the area is, I think everybody receives the same treatment. And for that, I really want to applaud them. And I'm just so proud because, I see a lot of construction, and I know we sometimes may get bothered by, detours and diversions and cones and people working. Well, look, that's progress. Some cities don't have any of this. And we are blessed to have so much happening in our city with respect to, what's going to be going on at South Main, what's going on with some of the, roundabouts to traffic calm, what's going on with, the relationship that we have and the partnership that we have with the transit authority and bringing in the streetcar. So there's so much happening in our city that it's hard to keep track of. Sometimes I forget what street to take and what not to take. And I find myself kind of going round and round, but that shows that we are very active. And, and our public works department should be applauded for all of its efforts. And just, we need to thank them for everything they did and are doing during the pandemic and what we are going to do post-pandemic, because I'm real excited for them to go ahead and feature some of the, different efforts, but more importantly for you all to just also, let us know what your thoughts are on priorities in the city. So I just wanted to be with you for a few brief minutes. I want to go ahead and turn it over to our city manager, Christine Ridge, who's going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit more in detail. I'm going to sign off, but to say, thank you all for spending a few moments with us to learn about all the great things that are happening with the Public Works Agency and the Neighborhood Initiatives Program. Stay tuned on Tuesday, May 18th. We're going to be proclaiming, national, I think it's National Public Works Week, and we're going to be featuring Public Works and, and just applauding all their efforts. So in any event, I'll go ahead and turn it over to City Manager Ridge. Christine, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Director Sava, for making this happen tonight. What a fabulous way to kick off next week's National Public Works Week. Tonight is all about the opportunity to learn about the programs and services that are provided by our Public Works Agency and neighborhood initiatives. And I love the program title and the focus on Stronger Together. I think that speaks very well to our community and how we feel after going through a rather rough year and a half. Maybe some of you have not heard about National Public Works Week, which starts on May 16th and runs through May 22nd. It has been held annually for a number of years to recognize public works professionals who provide and maintain vital public works infrastructure for their key contributions that they make every single day. And if you think about what the mayor said, it is true, public work team members are really unsung heroes. What they provide us touches all of us. Whether you live here, you work here, or you come here to play, our daily routines would be significantly disrupted if those individuals were not carrying out the duty to provide the services that they do. So the city's Public Work Agency is the agency that keeps our community beautiful and moving slowly. I think that applies to a lot of the work that they do, whether that is roadway repair, water and sewer services, solid waste collections, graffiti removal, pothole repairs, capital improvements. It does take a team of very versatile employees to provide the most essential services, and they do it very, very well. Oftentimes, Public Works, they're the first ones to arrive when there's an incident, and they're also the last ones to leave. So we certainly encourage our community to recognize the significant contributions that the city's public works team makes in protecting everyone's health, safety, and quality of life. So thank you for joining us as they really get to showcase some of the special things that they are doing. And like the mayor, I am going to have to jump off as well. We have a 6 o'clock obligation, but I'm leaving you in very capable hands. I will turn it over to Michelle, and I hope you enjoy the presentation tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, City Manager Ridge. It was a pleasure to have you tonight. We appreciate all your support, especially in the community, to make Santa Ana even more beautiful. Thank you. Enjoy your evening. This is Michelle McAuliffe again, and before we continue further with the meeting, Alyssa from our Neighborhood Initiative team will review with you the ways that you can participate in tonight's meeting. Alyssa?
Hi, everyone. So there are a couple of ways for you to participate in tonight's meeting. You'll have a couple of options. So you can use the raise your hand feature if you want to make a comment or if you need our attention. And you can also ask a question in the Q&A box or in the chat box. We'll be monitoring them throughout the night. And then we will have time for question and answers throughout the presentation. For those of you that are only dialing in, not using the Zoom app, you can dial *9 to raise your hand, and then you'll dial *6 to unmute yourself once we call on you. We also have Spanish interpretation available tonight. So if you need Spanish interpretation, you'll be able to click on the globe and then select the Spanish language. Thank you.
Alyssa, thank you. We're so glad you joined us tonight because we're excited for you to play the Public Works quiz at the end of tonight's meeting. There are 10 questions plus a bonus question on this quiz, and each winner of a quiz question will receive a $10 gift card from McDonald's, which was generously donated from our Santa Ana McDonald's store owners, Larry Kaplan and family. And the winner of the bonus question will receive a $20 gift card. So I suggest that you make notes of the various presentations that you hear tonight, because some of the points that are made in the presentations, whether it's a detail about how many signal lights we have in the city or how many gallons of water we use each day, or how many city buildings do we manage, there'll be questions on the quiz that will be referenced from the department manager's presentation. So you're going to have fun playing this, plus you get to win that McDonald's gift card. I know everybody wants to win the gift card tonight. We have a number of city staff participating in the meeting tonight that I'll introduce to you now. Staff, when I call your name, please wave. From our Neighborhood Initiative team, Alyssa Ventura, Narcy Perez, Margarita Macedonio. From Planning and Building, Principal Planner Melanie McCann. From the Public Works Agency, Enterprise Manager Christy Kindy. Our department managers, Margaret Mercer, Pedro Guillen, Tyrone Shoshani, and Cesar Barrera. Our engineers tonight include Michael Ortiz, Zed Kakula, Rudy Rosas, Jason Gabriel, Tag Higgins, our city engineer, William Galvez, our executive director, Nabil Saba, and our executive secretary, Lori Ortiz. And with this, back again, our professional Spanish translator, Nelda Anaya, who happens to be a Santa Ana resident. Thank you for joining us again, Nelda. I apologize if I've missed any other city staff attending tonight. Marita, did I miss anyone? If I did miss you, please raise your hand so we can recognize you.
Michelle, we just wanted to acknowledge we have Councilmember Jesse Lopez also joining us as one of the attendees.
Welcome, Councilmember Lopez. We're so glad you joined us. Would you like to say hello to everyone?
Hi, thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Margarita. I was hoping I could fly under the radar here, but I'm very happy to be here to support our Public Works Department. They've been nothing but really kind and wonderful to me and to the rest of the Ward 3 families. And so I'm just here to learn more about the department, and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you for your kind words, Councilmember Lopez. We're so glad you're with us tonight. Before we start our presentations, Nabil Saba, our Public Works Executive Director, has a few words he wants to share with all of us. Nabil?
Yes, hi everyone, and thank you for attending our town hall meeting tonight. It is because of you we can keep Santa Ana beautiful together. My name is Nabil Saba. I am the Executive Director of Public Works for the city of Santa Ana. The Public Works team consists of 5 departments, including maintenance services, engineering, water resources, administrative services, and building and fleet services. The team has 250 dedicated city employees who are committed to providing the highest quality service by improving and protecting our roads, our vital water supplies, solid waste, and maintenance of the city buildings and many other things. The Public Works Agency has been serving the city and the community for over 150 years. I am truly honored and to serve the city of Santa Ana community for over 20 years. I am very passionate about ensuring that the city community has the best quality of life. And just something I would like to add here, I'm not sure what you're gonna think of this, but occasionally during my lunch hour, I do drive the city and report issues using the My Santa Ana. If you see me in the city, please wave hi. And that really shows that, I hope that shows that my commitment to keeping Santa Ana beautiful. I do worry about our city a lot and look for any opportunity at every time to make it better in terms of services, in terms of quality of work that we do. And I have an awesome team, and you will see tonight that they are talented and they make my job a lot easier every day. With that, I will hand it back to Michelle.
Thank you, Nabil.
Thank you.
In support of Stronger Together, we have an inspirational song performance from our Public Works Administrative Services Department Manager, Margaret Mercer. Margaret, tell us about the song you're going to sing for us tonight.
Sure thing. Well, good evening, everyone. As Michelle said, my name is Margaret Mercer. I am the Administrative Services Manager for Public Works. You'll hear more about what my team and I do later in the program. But right now, I've been asked to bring you some inspirational music that's representative of this year's theme, Stronger Together. If I've learned anything in the 35 years that I've been working here for the city of Santa Ana, it's that when everyone is on the same page, when communication is at its best, and everyone is fulfilling their roles, you have all the elements of a successful project. This year's theme reminds us that the city, our city, Santa Ana, your neighborhood, your quality of life will be at its best when we're working together. We are your Public Works agency, and if you need a hand, just call. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till we're gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that I'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll lend a hand. I'll help you carry on, for it
won't be long till we're gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, sister, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. You just might have a problem that I'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Oh, if there is a load that you have to bear, that you can't carry, I'm right up the road and I'll share your load. If you just call me, if you need a hand, call me. Oh, call me. You can reach me, just call me. Go ahead and call me. There's an app for that. Call me. Oh, call me.
Thank you, Margaret. That was amazing. You have such a beautiful voice. Truly a Grammy performance. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Thank you. Now, our principal planner, Melanie McCann, and the Neighborhood Initiative team from Planning and Building are going to provide an update on the general plan and how you can get involved with the 64 neighborhood associations that are in the Santa Ana community. Melanie, what's the latest with the general plan?
Well, there's a lot going on with the general plan. Thanks for asking, Michelle. But before I touch on the general plan, I wanted to take the opportunity to introduce our Neighborhood Initiatives Program team. Neighborhood Initiatives is within the Planning and Building Agency and part of the advanced planning section that does long-range planning and works with the neighborhood in so many different ways. So I think I'll start by introducing Margarita Macedonia, and she'll walk us through some of the programs that Neighborhood Initiatives is engaged in.
Great. Thank you so much, Melanie. Let's see. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. So what we wanted to cover today, it's really exciting. Thank you, Public Works, for thinking of us. We work really closely together. And so Neighborhood Initiatives coincides so well with the theme for the Public Works Town Hall this week. It's about building stronger neighborhoods and community. And so we have been around, Neighborhood Initiatives has been around for nearly 40 years. And so we find that the more engaged residents and stakeholders are with the city and with the neighborhoods, the better off all of us will be. And we do that by working together to improve the quality of life and to help neighborhoods shine. And so in our presentation, we'll start off with the foundation, which is people who have tuned in tonight, the neighborhoods. It's really a way of engaging, of connecting, and we are so fortunate to have 64 neighborhood associations in Santa Ana. They're all very different. They have different boundaries. The leadership style is different. But one important point is that they're connected. They're connected to the city. They're connected to each other. They're connected to different resources. And so we find that neighborhood associations, they are voluntary organizations. They're not getting paid. They're donating their time, their efforts, their treasures, right, to make improvements to the neighborhood. And so although they're all different, there are some elements that are in common that bring the neighborhoods together and work with our office. So neighborhood associations are very interested in making their neighborhoods a place for neighbors, families, and friends to grow. They want to be connected. They want to be in the know about what's going on at City Hall, what's going on with various projects. and more than anything, how they can collaborate and provide opportunities for events, for leadership to engage with other neighbors and to partner with different organizations, institutions in their neighborhood. So that's what it is about. And so right here, what you're looking at is a map of Santa Ana's 64 neighborhood associations throughout the city. We also work with the group that represents the neighborhood associations, and they are called the Santa Ana Communication Linkage Forum Board. And these are the board members. They're elected every 2 years. And so they serve as the advocacy arm for neighborhood associations to make sure that they are being connected, they are being engaged, and that they are taking advantage of a number of support and resources that our office can provide so that we're all successful, we're all communicating, and we're all accomplishing great things together. The Comlink group has monthly meetings, and so there are ways to get connected. There are different tools that our office provides to inform residents, stakeholders who want to attend Comlink or other neighborhoods. So I wanted to turn it to Alyssa Ventura from our Dynamite team, Neighborhood Initiatives, to cover some of the tools and how we are connecting with neighborhoods. So go ahead, Alyssa, take it away.
Hi, everyone. So we are excited to connect you to your neighborhood and to access all the resources that the city has to offer to benefit your neighborhood. One way is you can sign up to receive communication regarding meetings or events in your neighborhood. You can subscribe to your neighborhood association's email list to receive future notifications on, that have to do with your meeting. And examples on the right-hand side is a constant contact that we send out. So if you want to receive those, definitely head to our page to sign up. And then when you sign up, you'll receive broadcast of important upcoming meetings, important topics, any city projects, like tonight's town hall. We sent out a broadcast for that. So that's something that we do. We also have any special events that you're interested in doing, especially now that it would be a wonderful opportunity to reconnect with your neighbors now that things are starting to transition to, pre-pandemic times. Some examples were like the Christmas event that the Santa Anita neighborhood did. We can also help out with if you want to set up a movie night in your neighborhood park. And then for any neighborhood meetings that you'd like to set up, we can definitely help and assist in that matter. So definitely reach out to us. We're a big resource to have. We're kind of considered like the problem-solving liaisons between the city and the residents. So we're here to help out. We'll have our contact information at the end. But yeah, we're definitely here. If you're motivated and driven, we're here to help to get you started in your neighborhood. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Alyssa. We also wanted to introduce our colleague, Narcy Perez. So we know that there's a really popular service that is going on in the neighborhoods. And so, Narcy, why don't you tell us more about how wonderful the cleanup services are that we're hosting? We can't hear you, Narcy.
Still can't hear you.
We still can't hear you. And we want to hear you.
She's on mute.
Let's see, try it. Try unmuting yourself, Narcy. Okay.
I'll go down.
Okay. Anyway, it was working earlier, everyone, when we did our test. So we'll get this settled. But in any case, so these are some examples of the kind of support as Alyssa was mentioning. Right now is a great time as we're transitioning into having in-person events. And so we really look forward to enhancing those opportunities with our neighborhoods. And I think we're going to have Narcy join us from Melanie's office. Excellent. See, it's all about problem solving, even on this event. That's what it's about.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, Narcy, we can hear you.
Okay, so thank you, Alyssa and Margarita. Our office coordinates neighborhood dumpster cleanup events year-round. These cleanups are a way for our neighbors to connect, perhaps do some spring cleaning, or to help clean up your neighborhood block. Our program works with Waste Management. It's a local disposal company to arrange for delivery and drop off of large roll-off dumpster bins. The cleanup events are typically held for half a day on Saturday mornings, and our office also works with neighborhood association representatives to publicize the upcoming cleanup event. Here are some pictures of this valuable resource, and as you can see, these cleanups can bring a positive difference to your neighborhood and the city in general. Please reach out to our office for more information. We'll be happy to assist you. And this service is a great benefit available to your neighborhood. So please give us a call.
Thank you, Narcy. See, we knew that was going to be a popular program. So we wanted to segue into another component of the work that we do, and that is community collaboration and training. And so one of the things that is important to neighborhood initiatives is the relationships. You know, we're built on cultivating relationships and having that communication, and it extends into how we can partner with different organizations. So we are about connecting with our city family. You know, we're constantly supporting our city in different projects, but it's also outside of City Hall. There are tremendous numbers of organizations that are community-based, community-focused, that are serving the neighborhoods. And we have a lot of faith-based groups. So, you know, it's about making sure that we're making those connections, or that we're connecting the neighborhood leaders with those networks so that they can accomplish more. So it's all about those relationships, and we enjoy doing that so much. One thing that we offer is leadership training. And so we haven't been able to offer that because of COVID. However, more to follow, right? It's going to be built on the different programs that we've offered before. So we have trainings for neighborhood association residents. We have HOA trainings. You know, if you're part of an HOA board, that is another training that we are able to offer to you. Or if you happen to be an apartment manager for a small, 4 to 10 unit apartment building, that is like another customized training that we have to offer you. And so we are so excited. We can't wait to hold these in-person trainings. And we hope that you connect with us if you're interested in doing that. We also are focused on just some of the other, in addition to the training, we're looking at, other opportunities to celebrate and recognize the hard work that residents and families are making in the neighborhoods. So we are so proud, to showcase 2 recognition programs that we work with the Comlink board. And that is, one, we have the Most Beautiful Yard program. Right now it's going on. We just received a number of entries for single family homes, or even some apartments who have done stellar work in their gardens. And so right now we have this program where the winners will be selected per neighborhood. And we also have the Neighborhood Hero Award, a program to recognize the outstanding contributions of volunteer neighbors that are just doing phenomenal work, and they deserve to be recognized. And so this is a picture of one of our last celebrations at Bowers Museum. It was awesome. We have people from the community, families who have never been to Bowers. As an example, they're able to bring their family and celebrate. And so, it's just something that is truly positive, inspiring, and motivating for our team and for our city family and for the community. So that's just some of the highlights, but there is more. Part of our collaboration extends to some of the larger policy, projects that we're taking on. So I did want to kick it back to Melanie, our team leader, so that she can share some highlights on a very important project that's underway.
Great, thank you, Margarita. As you can tell, our neighborhood improvement program staff is very committed and passionate and really cares about the community. And one of the projects they helped us with, we all work together as a team, is our general plan update, which is going on right now. as it relates to public works, some of these, there's 11 elements down at the bottom here. We have one that's about safety. We have one that's about circulation. So a lot of things that touch the public works world. If we go on to the next slide, I was just going to make mention that our general plan has its own website, of course, web page, and there's opportunities for the public to still communicate. We're in the midst of wrapping up some environmental justice meetings. And again, neighborhood improvement has been instrumental in helping us work with the community, building on those relationships. And we can go ahead and move on. And with that, I just want to wrap up our segment and acknowledge our 3 fun, creative, engaging team members of Alyssa, Margarita, and Narcy that are part of our Santa Ana Neighborhood Initiative team. You see their contact information here and how to reach them and get to the website for all the different resources. So we really appreciate the opportunity and the time to be part of the program tonight. So thanks very much.
Mm-hmm. Melanie, thank you for the terrific update. And thank you, Margarita, Alyssa, and Narcy. The Neighborhood Initiative Program is such a wonderful support for the community and the city. The program truly makes us stronger together. So thank you again. Are there any questions from the community for Melanie on the general plan or the Neighborhood Initiative team? Lori, do we have any chat questions or comments, or Margarita, any questions at this point before we continue on?
We don't see any yet, Michelle, so we can take questions after. It's fine.
That'll work. Okay, thank you. Now we have 2 1-minute videos to show you on how you can report graffiti and potholes. Alyssa, can you bring those up, please?
The city of Santa Ana cares about keeping our streets clean and safe. When you see an issue, it's easy to report it using the My Santa Ana app. Make sure you've downloaded the free app on your mobile phone. Open the app and press the Report an Issue button. Choose the category that best describes the issue and the type of location. The app will automatically geotag your location and you'll take a quick photo. Once you've submitted the report, it is sent directly to city staff who will come out and resolve the issue. It's fast, it's easy, and before you know it, you've helped our city become better. Every little bit counts, and together we can help Santa Ana stay great. For more information about our efforts and the My Santa Ana app, please visit www.santa-ana.org/apps.
Nice.
And here's how to
The city
report
of Santa Ana
potholes.
cares about keeping our streets clean and safe. When you see an issue, it's easy to report it using the My Santa Ana app. Make sure you've downloaded the free app on your mobile phone. Open the app and press the Report an Issue button. Choose the category that best describes the issue. The app will automatically geotag your location and you'll take a quick photo. Once you've submitted the report, it is sent directly to city staff who will come out and resolve the issue. It's fast, it's easy, and before you know it, you've helped our city become better. Every little bit counts, and together we can help Santa Ana stay great. For more information about our efforts and the My Santa Ana app, please visit www.santa-ana.org/apps.
Okay, Alyssa, thank you for showing the videos. We hope everyone enjoyed learning how to use the free My Santa Ana app to report any issues, especially graffiti. Next, we're going to have each of the Public Works department managers give a 2-minute presentation on their department, and then we'll open it up to everyone in the community for comments and questions. So we appreciate your patience and waiting to ask any questions after all the department managers speak. First, our Deputy Public Works Director, Maintenance Services Manager, Pedro Guillen. Pedro, tell us about what Maintenance Services does in the community.
Thank you, Michelle. Got some technical difficulty. Got it set. Okay, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the information. Thank you for the presentation and the informational videos. Obviously, the staff there is part of my division, but I'm Pedro Guillen. I serve as the Deputy Public Works Director overseeing the Maintenance Services Division. Our dedicated staff, pardon me one moment, my computer is going. Pardon me.
It's all good.
It's okay, Pedro. We're solution oriented, right?
Yeah, my computer just went dark. So
Well, at least we can still see you and hear you. So
Shall we come back to him?
would you like
I'm
that,
ready.
Pedro? We can do that. We'll come back to you at the very
okay,
end.
I'm ready. I think it came
Okay,
back here.
awesome.
Thank you very much. As mentioned, I oversee I'm the Deputy Public Works Director for Maintenance Services. The Maintenance Services Division provides beautification and safety services on over 400 miles of streets and sidewalks. We respond to thousands of service requests annually that come from you, the community, and from proactive efforts from our dedicated public works staff, as noted in the videos there. The division oversees many services that include, but are limited to, caring for nearly 50,000 street trees, median landscaping, sweeping over 50,000 curb miles annually, performing sanitation inspections, and removing over 10,000 illegally dumped items from the streets annually. We also repair potholes and sidewalks and remove graffiti with 100% color matching and maintain a 48-hour average response time, which is pretty fast. Our dedicated staff completes over 200,000 services annually with the goal of directly improving the quality of life of the Santa Ana residents, businesses, and the visitors. If you see a service issue on city streets or sidewalks, please contact Public Works by using the My Santa Ana phone app, calling Public Works Dispatch at 714-647-3380, or email us at pwadispatch@santa-ana.org. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro. Next, our Deputy Public Works Director, Water Resources Manager, Cesar Barrera. Cesar, tell us all about the Water Department.
Yes. Good evening. Thank you, Michelle. Good evening. My name is Cesar Barrera. I'm the Deputy Public Works Director and Water Resource Manager for the City of Santa Ana. Tonight, we'll have a couple minutes here, plus or minus, and like to showcase a little bit what's under the hood for water resources here in Public Works. Go ahead, go to the next slide. The Water Resources Division serves a population of almost 331,000 people across 27 square miles. We regularly test our tap water to make sure it meets state and federal regulations. And we are known for having award-winning water in Santa Ana. Year after year, we earn recognition in Berkeley Springs International Water Tasting Competition for best tasting municipal water. Next slide, please. We have a highly trained and state certified staff that monitors the water supply and wastewater system 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Crews are always available to respond. So what do we do for you? We deliver high quality drinking water to your home or business. We keep our community clean, safe, and enjoyable. We safely and responsibly collect wastewater. We respond to water and sewer emergencies. We support conservation environmental stewardships. And we plan ahead to meet the future needs of our growing community. Next slide. Water service in the city involves a complicated system of pipes and pumps that deliver water to homes and businesses whenever it's needed. The team here in Public Works is made of so many valuable members. Water production services who operate and maintain the 7 pump stations, 20 water wells, 8 reservoirs with 50 million gallon capacity, and 7 imported connections on Metropolitan Water District connections. Our water quality and measurement team who monitor up to 50 water sampling stations that collect over 10,000 samples a year. Our water maintenance services employees who maintain the 478 miles of water mains, 5,000 hydrants, and 45,000 services. And of course, a water admin and engineering services employees maintain both water and sewer. Some of their examples of focus include strategic and long-term planning, capital improvement projects, and development plan checking. Where does our water come from? Next slide, please. Our water, 75% of the city's groundwater is pumped from the ground basin. As you can see in this profile, our wells go up to about 1,000 feet deep, and we set pumps at 300 feet. This gives you a profile view. The Santa Ana Riverbed is on the far right, and it replenishes our basin and empties out to the Pacific Ocean. We are sitting right in the middle of our basin. And again, our wells go up to drilled about 1,000 feet deep, and our pumps are set at 300-400 feet, depending where you're at. That's our primary 75% groundwater we purchase. The rest of the 25% come from imported connections, 7 connections for MWD. The rest of the 25%. That's a Colorado River State Water Project and California Aqueduct. Oh, I'm sorry. Next slide, please. I'll back up a little bit. The rest of the 25% of water is imported supply. And that comes from the Colorado River State Water Project and California Aqueduct. Next slide. Some water system fun facts. On an average, the city uses approximately 23 million gallons of water a day. The elevated tank, one of 10 reservoirs, is over 150 feet tall and was built in 1928. So how many gallons are in the unit of water? 748 gallons in a unit of water. How much does 1 unit of water cost? $2.17 per unit of water, which is less than half a penny per gallon. Next slide. The other side, our sewer collection system. City sewer system is very important for protecting public health. The wastewater is treated by the sanitation district in Fountain Valley, and they reclaim it for treatment processes and landscaping and reuse replenishment groundwater. Specifically, the sewer maintenance services employees monitor the 390 miles of sewer mains, 2 sewer pump stations, 9,000 sewer manholes, and over 45,000 sewer connections. Interesting fact about our sewer system, it's gravity. We only have 2 pump stations. So once you get the water is used, either flushed or you taking a shower, that water is just naturally through gravity, the pipe conveyance system goes to the Fountain Valley. Next slide, please. Some sewer fun facts. 400 miles of pipe move the water from sinks and toilets for treatment by the Orange County Sanitation District, again, from Fountain Valley. Every 15 months, 400 miles of sewer mains are jetted and cleaned. Every year, 50 miles of sewer mains are inspected. And the last slide. And in closing, in the spirit of Margaret's beautiful performance, call us, Public Works Agency, when you need a hand at 714-647-3380. That's thank you very much.
Thank you, Cesar. That was terrific information. And now our Deputy Public Works Director, City Engineer, William Galvez. William, what does engineering services do for the community?
Well, good afternoon. My name is William Galvez, Deputy Public Works Director and City Engineer for Santa Ana. This is so exciting to be here after Margaret's inspirational song and great presentations. Even I'm learning some fun facts from water. I don't have as many fun facts, so mine will be easy for you guys to memorize out there. As City Engineer, I oversee projects and programs. Next slide, please. In 4 divisions, and that's traffic and transportation, development services, stormwater, and capital improvement program. These 4 divisions perform work in the infrastructure in the public right-of-way. The public right-of-way is the area in the streets, sidewalks, and roadways. Next slide, please. Now, I just want to briefly introduce each of the divisions. First, traffic and transportation. They're in charge of our traffic signal system. That includes oversight of 304 signalized intersections. Okay, that is managed by something we call a TMC, which is a Traffic Management Center. Traffic and Transportation also performs traffic engineering, and that includes the markings and striping that you see out on the streets. They review transportation studies. They perform neighborhood traffic safety services, and they've newly taken over the street lighting system. Next slide. Next is Development Services. You will see these three folks provide you with plan checking services on our first floor. Development Services reviews proposed work in the public right-of-way by residential and commercial customers and by developers. They issue permits for construction in the public right-of-way. Just in the last 12 months, they have issued 1,200 permits. They review and permit utility work, including wireless communications. And in short, they ensure that all city design and construction standards are met by all parties. Next slide. Stormwater division. What is stormwater? Well, first off, it's the system of catch basins and pipes that leads a runoff into our ocean. So for example, water coming from vehicle washing or tree leaves in the road will eventually go into a storm drain and then to the ocean. So that's what the storm drain system is all about. So this division conducts stormwater education and programs, including working with businesses and residents to ensure that all runoff is clean. Like Caesar had said about the sewer system, that system goes to a treatment facility. This is in contrast to our stormwater system, which goes unfiltered into our ocean. So we have to have programs to ensure that it's clean. So in short, the stormwater division cleans and removes trash and debris from 1,585 catch basins, 250 culverts, and 20 open channels. Next slide. Finally, we have the Capital Improvement Programs division. This division is in charge of planning and budgeting of all capital projects. Delivering a capital project involves preliminary design and environmental clearances necessary to then design and provide specifications so that a contractor can build the projects. And so we have to perform construction management over the delivery of those projects. Many projects involve work in the roadway, and our roadways comprise of 1,130 lane miles of roadway pavement throughout the city. This division also coordinates grants and reimbursements, and they coordinate the CIP projects with city utilities and also other utilities, and also our parks and our building projects. Next slide, please. So I just want to leave you with one quick message. Our annual budget outlines all of our engineering programs, but I want to highlight a section in our budget named CIP budget, which outlines all of our projects, many of which are in the planning and design phase and which are mostly unknown to our community. These are the projects that will likely be under construction in the next year or two. So I encourage the community to look at our list of CIP projects to see what's going to be delivered in the near future. We also encourage the use of My Santa Ana app to report on any engineering issues, whether it's traffic, permit, construction, or illegal dumping related. Lastly, we recognize that there is quite a bit of construction activity in the city, just like our mayor started this meeting. He was talking about how busy we are. And so in order to help you get information about our construction activity, please go to www.santa-ana.org/PW and visit our engineering website and click on current construction. Current construction provides you with an interactive map where all of our projects are located on a map, and then you can click on that icon and you can get more information on what kind of project is going on, the duration of the project, and information on who the project manager is and how you can get more information on that project. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those at the end of this presentation. And I think next is Michelle.
William, thank you. I did hear a couple fun facts that I think are going to be on the quiz later, so I hope the community picked those up too. Next, our Deputy Public Works Director, Construction Services Manager, Tyrone Shoshanik. Tyrone, tell us what your department does in the city.
Thank you, Michelle. My name is Tyrone Chisonik. I oversee facilities, fleet, and stores department. And we basically provide the support for all the other departments that you've previously heard. So next slide, please. First department I oversee is the facilities management, where we manage many facilities, and I'm excited because we manage the SARDIC facility, which is our train station. And one of the great parts about that train station is it's a multimodal facility where you can come into the city with Amtrak or Metrolink, and then from there, in about a year or so, you should be able to take the streetcar locally, along with, we've got local and regional buses, and then we are also going to be putting a rideshare services bike storage facility in that structure. So once this is completed in a few years, you'll be able to get throughout all of Santa Ana using this facility. And then we also manage the corporate city yard, and we've got 26 charging stations throughout the city. Next slide, please. Next, we have a facility CIP. That's where we handle major repairs for all our buildings. We have 8 fire stations. We've got a high-rise city hall. We have Ross Annex. We've got a police administration building, and we also have a jail that we take care of. And you can see that we've handled a large air conditioning units and complete remodels throughout the facilities. Next slide, please. We also provide all the facility maintenance to all of 18 city buildings there, like I said previously. And a fun fact there is we service over 5,000 systems and equipments annually in each one of these facilities. Next slide, please. I also oversee fleet, and they basically provide support to all our divisions, mainly our police department, our water sewer department, our engineering department, and our maintenance department. And you can see in there, we've got one right and center up. We've got the SWAT tactical vehicle that's new to the police department, and it just showed up about 2 months ago. And the final slide, please. And finally, I oversee our stores department, which basically is a city warehouse where we stock products and inventory for all our departments that go out and service our community. So it's a one-stop shop, and something exciting that we are going to be implementing very soon. It's called the OptiCrib, and basically it's a fully automated technology to where our customers can come in, swipe a badge, pick up what they need, and walk out, and it'll be charged to the appropriate accounts. And so it'll be convenient and fast for all our departments that we service. And finally, the one thing we do provide to the public, we do provide sandbags in case of emergencies when we've got water and stuff handling in our streets. So you're welcome to come and get those sandbags when you need them. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.
Tyrone, thank you. And now our Public Works Inspirational Singer and Department Manager of Administrative Services, Margaret Mercer. Margaret, what happens in admin services? Margaret, are you still with us? There you are.
We can't hear you, Margaret.
Are you muted?
She's not muted from our end, but I don't know, there might be some audio.
You're welcome to use my system. Yasmin's coming to your rescue.
As we're waiting for Margaret, we had a couple of questions, Michelle.
Yes. Let's
that
go ahead and
came
take
in.
him, Margarita.
Okay, so we have Chela Rubalcaba who's joining us. Thanks, Chela, for being here. And she has her questions are regarding the jacaranda trees in her neighborhood. And she just wanted to see how often the city was spraying the trees to avoid the sap that falls out of those city trees. And yeah, she just wanted to remind us that it is the jacaranda, tree. And so I think Pedro is
Yes.
responding it. Pedro, did you want to speak about that, or are you typing the response? Let's see what Pedro has.
Thank you, Margarita. I just responded. We do not have a spraying program that prohibits trees from emitting secretions. It's a natural phenomenon, just like humans. We sweat, so this is a byproduct of humidity and the such. But if they provide us their address, we can take a look at the tree. The jacaranda tree is the official designated city tree. So we have several thousand trees throughout the city, but they can provide us their address and we can take a look at their specific tree.
Okay. Thank you, Pedro. And so, Michelle, we have one other question from Chela, and this one is for sewer for Caesar. So it looks like, how far are you guys in serving the sewer? I guess she's been waiting for over a year to get sewer work done in her neighborhood. And that's I know that she lives in Madison Park in the neighborhood, so I don't know if Caesar, you wanted to.
Yeah, thank you for the question, Chela. Yeah, I would have to look exactly your location and where you live and how, what the frequency of the cleaning there is. But we do offer courtesy pulls. Now, if you're talking about the sewer lateral, we also can assist on inspecting your sewer lateral if you have a clean out in your frontage. So either one, if your sewer main itself in your frontage of your house going across, we can offer a courtesy pull. If you like to get a courtesy pull, is a simple call. Call us at the 714-647-3380 and let them know your location, and we will send a truck out there to do a courtesy pull and or also assist in inspecting your sewer lateral. Hope that information helps, Chela.
Do we have any other questions, Margarita, that we can take now?
So Chela's concern, and maybe this could be a follow-up, that she's left messages before and has not received a response. So maybe, Caesar, we can connect you both.
Connect us.
Okay, very good. And then Chela was also clarifying earlier that in the past, the jacaranda trees had been sprayed, but she'll be able to send the address to Pedro. So, okay, very good. So it looks like
Margaret's ready.
Our next presenter is ready. Excellent.
Okay, let's bring Margaret back.
Okay, I'm over here in Lori's office. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Excellent.
Loud and clear.
Well, by now you know my name. Margaret Mercer, Administrative Services Manager for the Public Works Agency. The mission of the Admin Services team is to provide support, resources, and the environment that each of those public works divisions that you previously heard about, the things that they need to operate efficiently, effectively in their delivery of services and projects to the community, Santa Ana. Currently, the PWA admin team is made up of 18 employees, and we focus our support in several areas. For the Executive Director's Office, our staff provides administrative services, including acting as the recording secretary for the city's Environmental and Transportation Advisory Committee, ETAC, as it is commonly called, and coordinates special projects for the Executive Director. The Financial Services section is instrumental in preparing the agency's annual budget, which is over $140 million in the current fiscal year, and handles the accounts payables, receivables, project accounting, grant management, payroll, and financial reporting, just to name a few. Our Central Files Records Management section manages the storage and retrieval of engineering drawings and records both paper and digital, using the Geographic Information System, which is GIS, using the GIS data and our proprietary Electronic Data Management System, EDMS. Central Files staff also coordinates the agency's response to public records and subpoena requests. This section will be playing a major part in our efforts to transition to agency-wide digital records management in the coming months. Public Works Central Files is open to the public by appointment only, Monday through Thursday and alternate Fridays from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you would visit the city's website, that link there, or just go to the website, you'll see the links to make appointment. Or you can contact PWA Central Files at 714-647-5056. Our community engagement section is a new service that we provide to ensure that the community is knowledgeable about everything Public Works is doing. Whether it is organizing a community meeting to discuss a street improvement project or fixing a glitch on the Public Works page of the city's website, Michelle McAuliffe has been fulfilling this role with great success and professionalism, as you can see and hear this evening. Admin Services also has the enterprise management function, which includes bringing energy and sustainability projects to the city facilities, as well as to the community, procurement, installation, and maintenance of the city's bus shelters, bus benches, and associated trash receptacles, oversight of the news box and banner programs, as well as the city's refuse collection enterprise, which provides the city's solid waste and recycling programs. Trash collection is something familiar to all of us. Each week, over 126,000 residential carts are serviced. Additionally, many of you have taken advantage of your 2 free bulky item pickups per year for your residential cleanup tasks. All of these enterprise projects, as well as the quarterly Santa Ana Green newsletter, are expertly managed by Christy Kindig, who will be on hand later this evening to answer any questions you might have related to these services. If you have questions regarding your trash service, feel free to contact Customer Service for Waste Management, the city's waste hauler, at 714-558-7761, or you can contact Administrative Services directly at 714-647-5088. Thank you.
Margaret, thank you. It certainly was very insightful and confirmed that the admin services is the heart of the Public Works team. Thank you for all you do. And now we want to hear from the Santa Ana community. Lori, do we have any questions or comments in the chat that you can share now with us? Or Margarita, are there any questions that we can share now or open up to the community?
There is one.
We just received a question from John Ramirez. And his question, this is more of a permit parking or traffic studies. So a couple of my neighbors would like to know how to go about getting speed bumps installed on their residential streets. One area is on Myrtle Street between Flower and Bristol. The other is Civic Center between Bristol and Rate Streets. Many people speed down these streets, endangering people in the area. So John's questions are, how can they inquire and start the process of possibly having speed bumps installed in these areas to help deter persons from speeding? Thank you. Excellent question.
Yes. And Zed can answer that question for us tonight. Zed?
Good evening, everyone. I'm Zed Kakula. I'm the principal civil engineer in charge of the traffic and transportation section. And in terms of speed humps, we do have a process in place. We do have to conduct some studies and observations. But if you want, I will type in my phone number, and please reach out to me directly, and we will walk you through the process. One thing I do want to mention about Civic Center between Bristol and Rate, we do have a upcoming project that will hopefully eliminate some of the speeding out there. We're doing what we call a road diet, and that will include the elimination of one lane and adding bike lanes. And by doing that, you're not going to have the opportunity for some motorists to bypass another car that may be driving a little bit slower. So that has had the result of slowing speeds. But like I said, I will be happy to put my name and phone number directly on the chat box, and that way you can contact me directly, and we'll be more than happy to help you out.
Thank you. Lori, do we have questions in the chat area that you can share? I think Maria sent us a question in the chat.
I see a question on the chat. Do you want me to read it?
Go ahead, Margarita.
Okay. All right. So Maria from Windsor Village, thanks for being here, Maria. So this is for Margaret's section. Is there a plan to replace the trash bins on bus stops? And currently they are open and constantly people go in and leave all the trash out.
That is a perfect question for Christy Kindig.
Hi, Christy Kindig here, Enterprise Manager. I wanted to just say, yes, we have a wonderful plan. As a matter of fact, just in 2 days, we are receiving our first shipment of bus bench and trash can pairs, and we'll be receiving them every 2 weeks until the order is filled. We'll be installing them at locations that are prioritized by first with no furniture at a bus stop, and then with locations that need replacements that only have a bench or only have a trash container. So that's the first thing that we're doing. In addition, I'm sure engineering can speak to it, but there are a number of bus shelters that will be moved and then replaced on South Main. We also have a number of bus shelters that will be purchased through the Project W grant from OCTA. So there's going to be an awful lot of movement and new resources and placement that should make it much better. We've really been focusing on this. And then I'll also be going back to council to authorize an additional purchase of more benches and trash cans. So there's a lot that's happening. They're just starting to arrive this week.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Christy. That's exciting. The community, we would love to hear from you. Please, raise your hand or send us a message in the chat or the question, and we can unmute you if you'd like to share your question or comment, or we can read it for you. But we really welcome your questions. So that's truly how we are stronger together in keeping the Santa Ana community beautiful. Margarita, do we have any other questions?
No, I think Zed was able to respond to the other ones, and Pedro's been responding to the other ones. And
looks like we have something from the chat.
Yeah.
Lori, do you want to read the chat comment that we have, or are you able to?
Let's see. I just have a thank you for answering my question to Zed. He took down his information. That's from John Ramirez.
Yay.
The previous question, thank you, Mr. Ramirez. The previous question was regarding bus stops, and Christy answered that. And I think that's pretty much it. The tree question, Pedro answered. So I think we're all caught up. Thank you.
It looks like Maria someone just sent a question about, can you please share Zed's info? Lori, if you could possibly send Zed's email address. Thank you.
Send it out to the entire chat group.
And as Lori's doing that, Pedro Guillen raised his hand. So
yes, thank you. I just wanted to emphasize, once again, the city's app. A lot of these questions can be addressed or responded to, or by just taking a picture and submitting it. Most of the services are responded to within 24 to 48 hours. So I just want to emphasize that on all the services that we've been talking about. So just highly pushing that for the community.
Thank you, Pedro. I see we have a couple more questions, Margarita.
Yeah, so we have an anonymous attendee. How do I request a street light on my street? So it looks like Zed is typing a response right now. And then we do have something from Lizeth Fuentes. Is anything being done regarding Public Works Department being backlogged as far as 10 years? I moved to Piccolo 4 years ago, and this year I was again told there's thousands of requests pending. I'd like to know if there's a plan in action to tackle this issue. So,
Do you know what the request is for, if it's for paving or sidewalk repair?
yeah, Lizette, we would need some more detail, and I don't know, Michelle, if
Can you unmute him? Would he like to share
Yeah.
his questions?
let's see, Lizette, we're gonna see if we can unmute you so you can help elaborate on the backlog issue. So go ahead, Lizette.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hi. So it was specifically, and I'm actually having it taken care of, it seems this time, but it was regarding paving, I think. It was for sidewalk that's not right in front of my house. And it's just that, you know, I called 4 years ago and then they said they look into it, nobody came out. So I had to call again this year. And same thing was told, you know, we're backlogged. We're trying to get to it when we can, we're in the area. So I'm just wondering, like, just in general, is anything being done to try and take care of these backlog issues?
William or someone on your team, can you answer that?
I can provide part of the answer. I think this is going to be a team answer. The city is making more funding available to deal with some of the backlog. Sidewalks, if it's a new sidewalk, that's probably something that might take a little bit longer. If it's a safety issue, I know that we address it immediately because safety is number one. Many times we'll go out there and maybe do a patch job and then we'll put it on a list. Our Public Works Director, Nabil Saba, has been making more funding available from grants and from general fund for infrastructure repairs. So we should, if you're more specific about the item, we should be able to address it more than sooner than anticipated. I don't know if Pedro or Nabil, you can provide more information.
I can provide some append to your comments, Nabil, William. But basically what you mentioned, Nabil, is right on point. We do have thousands of locations that are pending for sidewalk repair. The immediate service that we provide is obviously providing either a grinding, which basically eliminates the need to replace a sidewalk. And if that's the option, that's the preferred option. If we can't do that, meaning the displacement is so high that we can't grind it for fear of breaking the sidewalk, we will install an asphaltic ramp, basically a ramp, and make it smooth, and it's per ADA standards to avoid trip and falls. And then that item is placed on a list, as the list that was mentioned, regarding the list that was mentioned. There is a backlog. We do have funding challenges, but we're looking for alternative funding sources. I know the next year we're going to have some small funding through CDBG to improve sidewalks, but we're constantly searching for funding to improve sidewalks. It's estimated that we need over $10 million to repair the existing list. And obviously, with having 50,000 trees and so many on private property, so many mature trees, it does impact sidewalks. So it's a growing thing, and we try to respond as soon as possible to make it safe. Ultimately, we do want to replace all these sidewalks that need repair.
Pedro, thank you. Does that address Lizette's questions? Is she still on the line, Margarita?
Yes. Yes, she is.
Yeah, I guess the answer was the funding. So I just wanted to make sure something was being done about it, just so that when your requests do come in, you know, we're not having to be waiting behind thousands of requests in the near future, I hope.
Mm-hmm. Thank you,
Hi,
Lizette.
Lizette. This is Mike. Really quickly, before we forget, if there is a location, please share it with us so that we can see what we can do about it. So before we switch topics, if there are any locations or a specific street segment, please let us know.
Okay, yeah, I'm already in communication with, I think his name is Jose, someone in the department regarding the sidewalks. So it seems like he's looking into it. It's actually more of a, is that my sidewalk or not type of situation. So they're looking into the land, why some houses have sidewalks and why others don't. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you, Lizeth.
Thank you.
Thank you. Marguerite, is there another question?
We do. We have a couple of follow-ups. One is from an anonymous attendee. Will any of the new monies received by the federal government, so these are the Revive Santa Ana funds, if they will be going toward funding vacancies or new positions for public works staffing?
I can answer that question. This is Nabil. Yes, this is Nabil Saba. Unfortunately, no, the ARPA money or the American Rescue Plan Act funding is one-time funding, and it will not qualify to create permanent positions in Public Works Agency. However, the ARPA money may be able to fund some of our projects here in the city, like what we've been talking about, maybe sidewalks, maybe some pavement of some industrial streets and additional street lights for safety and things of that nature. But again, unfortunately, the money is not allocated or will be or can be used to create permanent positions in public works.
Thank you, Nabil. We also, the next question, it's more of an observation from Chela. The ramp, the ones that she sees that they make on the sidewalk, they're not smooth, and she considers them ugly, but she wanted to make us aware of that.
Sure, I can build on that. Is we like William and Pedro mentioned, we do our best in making these sidewalks safe. When we find the offset is in the sidewalk is severe or so, to make them safe. However, all of the sidewalks that we have, like Pedro mentioned, are on a list to be fixed. This last year, we spent about $1.6 million to repair sidewalks, and we were very successful in that effort. And I'm hoping that this year would have similar funding to do more. Our sidewalk needs, I believe, it ranges, or the estimate was about over $7 million for the entire city. So 1 year at a time, 1 million at a time, we are hoping that we would fix all of the sidewalks in the city and continue to do that for many years to come, as long as the funding is available. And I know that our city council members currently are eager to continue and support us in that effort.
Thank you, Nabil.
Sure.
Lori, there's a comment in the chat from Maria. Can you read it, please?
There's a comment from Maria. I love my Santa Ana app. Very responsive. Thank you all for all that you do. Great job on fixing sidewalks in my neighborhood. Thank you, Maria.
Any other questions, Margarita?
We do not have other questions on the box, so.
Yeah, if I can take the opportunity right now, and then we can wait for some more questions. I just want to inform the public that we get a lot of questions regarding street trees and planting, and I like to take the opportunity when I can to inform the public that we have an initiative to plant 500 trees by the end of next year, and we're hitting about 150 so far this year, with the goal of planting 300 by October, the end of October. So, and we're spreading that throughout the city. So it's proportionate based on the vacancies that we have in all 64 neighborhoods. So we're very excited on that. We have staff working 7 days a week planting trees. And so you will see some new trees in your neighborhood. They're 24-inch gallon boxes. So they're a good size, and we water them for a couple of years and then deed that responsibility over to the residents. And they are very excited about that. They can't wait for these trees to come in. But, you know, as well, as with anything else, you know, it's funding, so drives. So as long as we have funding, we're going to plant these trees. And we are, again, hopefully you come in contact with one of these if you have some vacancies in your neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Pedro.
Michelle, we have a chat question From Salika Diaz. Thank you for putting the meeting together. It is very nice to put a face to the names we constantly bother. You're not a bother. My question is, will all the city lights be replaced with LED lights?
Zed, would you like to answer that question?
Absolutely, absolutely. So this is Ed once again. Just to let you guys know, there's 2 ownerships in terms of streetlights in the city. The city owns the vast majority of the streetlights. However, the remaining, there's about 3,000 lights or so in the city. They belong to Edison. The ones that the city currently owns, they're already all LED. Fortunately, we are working with Edison to have all of their lights replaced with LED. The thing is, it is going to take some time for that to take place. Currently, we're estimating probably by early next year, all of the street lights in the city of Santa Ana, including the city-owned, which are already LED, plus the Edison-owned lights will be LED. Thank you.
Thank you for that update, Zed. Lori, any other chats, comments, questions?
See any more? No, I don't. That's it for now.
Okay, Margarita?
No other questions.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the terrific questions and comments. We really appreciate your feedback because that's how we become better and stronger together. And now for the fun part of the meeting, the opportunity to win that gift card from McDonald's by playing the Public Works quiz. And Alyssa has just brought it up. And there's going to be 10 questions plus a bonus question on the Public Works quiz. If you're the first with the correct answer, you'll receive the $10 McDonald's gift card. I know everyone wants a gift card tonight. And the gift cards were generously donated by Larry Kaplan and family, the owners of the McDonald restaurants in Santa Ana. So we'll show the question and also read the question. So if you're listening on your phone, you can win too. On the phone, you just need to raise your hand by pressing *9 to let us know you have the answer. So when you see the Public Works question and we read it, the first hand to go up will have the opportunity to provide the answer and win that gift card. And remember, after the 10 questions, there's a bonus question where you can win the $20 McDonald's gift card. Okay, callers, everyone, are you ready to start the Public Works quiz? What do you think, Alyssa?
Yeah, looks like it. And
okay,
Michelle, if Margarita, if you can look for the hands since I'm
yes.
Okay.
So again, if you're on the phone, to raise your hand, just press *9 to answer the question. Or if you're on the Zoom, just go to the function to raise your hand. Does that all make sense? Okay. So let's go to our first question. How many city trees does Public Works Maintenance Services care for? Any hands coming up? Pedro shared that at the very beginning. How many city trees does Public Works Maintenance Services care for? Any hands?
Not yet.
What? You got a hand? Any guesses? No hands yet? Okay, we'll break it down here then. What equals 5 times 10,000? What's the answer to that? Do we have a hand yet?
We do have a hand up.
Yay. Okay.
Hold on.
Can you share that? Are they on the phone or?
Yeah, 1 second.
So how many city trees does Public Works Maintenance Service care for? And the answer is in the clue I just gave you. Margarita, can you?
Yes, so we have Frank Bejarano. Go ahead, Frank.
Go ahead.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I believe is it 60,000? I mean, I believe you said 50 times 10,000. That would be 50,000, but.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that is the answer. Frank, you won a $10 gift card. Let's congratulate Frank. So Frank, what you want to do is call me, Michelle McKelliff, at 714-647-5091. And Lori will send my telephone number to you in the chat, because I see that you thought it was 60,000, which is close to 50,000. But with the clue, you got the exact number right.
Awesome.
And just give me a call and we'll coordinate the details on how to get the gift card to you. So congratulations, Frank, and thanks for being our first winner in our first ever Public Works quiz. Okay, Alyssa, let's go to question 2. What is unique about the graffiti removal service in Santa Ana? Pedro shared it. It's so special and so wonderful that we have this with the graffiti removal program. Any hands yet? I see something in the Q&A. Ooh, Maria's got it. Maria said match color. Yay, Maria.
Yeah.
Okay, Maria, congratulations. You also are a winner of a $10 McDonald's gift card. Just give me a call on my number there shown in the chat from Lori at 714-647-5091 after the meeting, and we'll work out the details on how to get the gift card to you. Congratulations again, Maria. Thanks for playing. Okay, Alyssa, are we ready for the next question, question 3? How many city-owned wells are there in Santa Ana? Hopefully everybody was listening to Caesar's. He had lots of fun facts tonight. How many city-owned wells are there in Santa Ana? And Caesar, you can't participate. Is there one in the Q&A, Margarita?
That was Chela's response from the earlier question.
Okay.
So hopefully Chela could respond to some of the next questions. We got a response from Maria Acevedo.
Maria Acevedo has a response. Shall I share it with you guys?
Yes.
She responded 20.
Alyssa, and the answer is 20 city-owned wells. Maria, you've got that $10 gift card coming your way. So call me after the meeting so we can work out the details on getting it to you. Alyssa, let's go to the next question, question 4. Another fun fact from water. How many gallons of water are used each day in Santa Ana? Oh, I see questions in chats. What's going on there, ladies? How many gallons of water are used each day in Santa Ana? Do we have any answers in the questions or chat?
We have something on the chat.
Somebody raised their hand.
Okay,
Yes.
so Maria Acevedo again answered. I believe this is from her, 23. Yes. it's
23
from
what?
Maria.
How many gallons of water? 23
million? She has 23 MIL.
Very good, Maria. She took copious notes during the presentation. I'm impressed. Once again, just give me a call after the meeting, Maria. You get another $10 gift card. Marguerite, do you want to share the raised hand from?
I did. I
Okay.
mean, I am. Hold on one second.
And Lori, do we have some other chats coming in?
I don't see any, Michelle.
Okay, Alyssa, we're ready to go to question 5. How many traffic signal lights are in Santa Ana? William shared this during his presentation. Pedro, you can't guess.
Maria Acevedo.
What?
Responding.
What?
She takes
She's
good
amazing.
notes. She's saying 304.
And she is exactly right. Maria, you're gonna have so many gifts. You're gonna be eating at McDonald's for a whole month. Congratulations again, Maria. You got my number, you know to call me. Okay, let's go on to question 6, Alyssa. Everybody's congratulating Maria. Okay, how many lane miles are in Santa Ana? Oh, Maria said she has 3 girls that love McDonald's. That's awesome.
She also answered. She says,
Okay, good try, Maria, but how many lane miles are in Santa Ana? You need to go a little bit higher, maybe almost 3 times higher. Oh, MG, she got it. Maria, that's right. 1,130 lane miles are in Santa Ana. Thank you, Alyssa, for showing that. Oh, do we have any chats that you want to share, Lori?
Maria says that she has 3 girls that love McDonald's.
Okay, we'll go on to the next question, Alyssa, question 7. How many vehicle charging stations are there in Santa Ana? And Tyrone shared this earlier. For those of you that have electric cars, how many vehicle charging stations are there in Santa Ana? There's a couple chats. Did somebody answer it already?
Well, John Ramirez says she's killing it. Great job, Maria. And Margaret brings up a good question. Does everybody know how to raise their hand?
Thank you for asking that question, Margaret. We'll review it. If you're on the phone with us tonight and you know the answer to the question, just press *9 and that'll raise the hand for you on the phone, and then we'll unmute you so you can share the answer. Or if you're attending the meeting via the Zoom platform, just go to the bottom of the screen where the Zoom functions are, and you'll see a hand and just click on that. Ooh, let's see.
Okay, Frank Bejarano is responding to the charging stations. He says 1,047.
That's a good try, Frank. It's a little high. Again, how many vehicle charging stations are there in Santa Ana? Should I do a clue?
Maria.
Good try, Maria. Okay, I'm going to give a clue here, and the first one that can get this
Maria
math.
responded 106.
A little high, Maria. A little high. Okay, so here's the clue. That'll give you the answer to how many vehicle charging stations are there in Santa Ana. And once you figure out the clue, raise your hand. What is 2 times 13?
We have a hand raised. Frank Bejarano.
Yes. And what does Frank say? Yes, Frank, you're exactly right. 26. There are 26 vehicle charging stations in the city of Santa Ana. Good job, Frank. Congratulations. Please call me at 714-647-5091 after the meeting to claim your $10 McDonald's gift card. Good job, Frank. Congratulations again. Alyssa, let's go to question 8. How many total city buildings does Public Works maintain? Ooh, do we have any answers in the chat, Lori?
No.
Come on, people, raise your hand. Any guesses are good. How many total city buildings does Public Works maintain? Do I need to do another clue here? Okay, callers, those are on the Zoom, listen carefully. I'm going to give you a clue, and the first one to answer the clue will guess how many total city buildings does Public Works maintain?
We have a hand raised.
Yay! Go ahead, Margarita.
Let's see who. I don't remember who. I'm sorry. I think I lowered their hand accidentally. So
can you raise it again, please?
Whoever raised their hand earlier.
Was it a caller, possibly? #9 again? I mean, *9.
No, we have a few callers, but I don't think it was. Okay, we'll try it. Maybe after your
Maria said she gave an answer by error.
Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
Okay, I know this is a tough one. Tyrone did share it with us earlier. So I'm going to give you a clue so you can get the answer of how many total city buildings does Public Works maintain? There's a lot of chats going on. Oh, somebody guessed it. Is that Maria again?
She raised her hand also.
Wow. And Maria, share the answer. That is she in the chat with her answer, Lori?
Go ahead, Maria.
She did send a chat with the correct answer of 18 buildings. So congratulations, Maria. You're going to be at McDonald's a lot this month. Another $10 gift card to Maria. Congratulations. Your girls are going to love you for this. Or love you even more. Okay, Alyssa, let's go to question 9. Oh, this is a good one from our goddess of trash. How many trash and recycling carts are emptied each week in Santa Ana? I think a lot. Any guesses? How many trash and recycling carts are emptied each week in Santa Ana? Again, if you're on the phone and you want to share the answer, just press star and then 9. And that'll raise your hand. Any raised hands, Margarita?
No raised hands.
This is a tough one. Margaret shared this earlier. Any guesses on how many trash and recycling carts are emptied each week in Santa Ana? And Christy, you can't guess. Oh, somebody said 144 million. That's a good guess. That's a little high. That's a lot of carts each week. Can we give 3 options to make it easier? Sure. Are you talking about clues or what are you talking about in options? You can talk to me about it, Pedro. Go ahead.
Let's provide some clues if it's too high,
Okay. Okay, so should we do another math clue? What's 100,000 plus 26,000? What is that total? What is 100,000 plus 26,000 total? That'll be your clue for how many trash and recycling carts are emptied each week in Santa Ana.
Frank Bejarano. Oh, Frank raised his hand.
Oh, we have like a tie.
Yeah.
We have Frank and Kate. I think Kate actually sent the chat answer right before Frank's hand went up, but I'm not sure. Can I have a judge call it?
Yeah.
Was it a tie or
they both win?
They both win. Okay, Kate and Frank will take care of you both with a $10 McDonald's gift card. Just call me after the meeting so we can coordinate the details of how you can get that card. Congratulations. And I love seeing Kate on the chat participating in the game tonight. Thank you, or our quiz. Okay, let's go to question 10. How many free bulky item pickups can be requested each year?
We have a hand raised. We have a hand raised.
Oh, who's the hand?
So EB.
Yay.
So go ahead, EB.
4. Keep trying, everybody.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute EB.
4?
Oh, 4. Is that the correct answer?
No, keep trying.
No, but keep trying.
Margarita, we have another one on the Q&A that responded.
Hey.
Okay.
Margaret's saying the correct answers in the Q&A. Let's
Oh
find
yeah,
out who-
Chela. It's Chela Rubalcaba. She's correct too, right?
Yay! Congratulations,
Very
Shayla.
good.
You win a
Good
$10
job.
McDonald's gift card. Congratulations. Call me after the meeting so we can coordinate the details for you to get the card. And now for the bonus question for that $20 McDonald's gift card. What are the 3 ways you can report Public Works issues? And the department managers, many of them shared the different ways multiple times. Pedro certainly reviewed it in his presentation. There's actually 4 ways that you can report Public Works issues, but if you can just answer the 3 ways that you know to report Public Works issues. Okay, we've got some good answers coming in through the chat. Lori, do you want to read those? But they need, Lori, do you want to read the answers in the chat for the bonus question for a $20 McDonald's gift card?
HP responded first, app, call, or website.
Oh, Kate, if she's the first one, Kate's the lucky winner.
Responded first in the chat.
And did we have any raised hands, Margarita?
We did not.
Kate, congratulations. You are the winner of that $20 McDonald's gift card. Thank you everyone for playing tonight. Here's the bonus question answer. You can report issues via the free My Santa Ana app. You can call our dispatch number at 714-647-5091, or you can email Public Works Dispatch, or you can go to the city's webpage. On the homepage, there's a blue ribbon that says report issues, and you can report there. So congratulations to all of our winners tonight. It was really fun playing the Public Works quiz with you, and we hope you enjoy your McDonald's gift cards. Okay, and again, thank you to Larry Kaplan and his family, the owners of the Santa Ana McDonald restaurants, for their generous donation of the gift cards tonight. Thank you so much. And Alyssa, if we can go to the neighborhood block beautification contest slide. Okay. Thank you, Alyssa. Just a reminder to everybody, the neighborhood block beautification contest deadline is approaching. It's Friday, May 21st at 5 p.m. So to qualify for the neighborhood block contest, you need to send your before and after pictures demonstrating the improvements made by each participating property on your block. And we just received our first entry to the contest yesterday, and it's from a block in Park Santiago. And the block has 40 neighbors on it, and 37 of the neighbors on the block participated in the contest, which is awesome. So if you're out there listening to us, watching us tonight, I hope that you'll recruit your block to enter the contest so you can be the winner to proudly display this beautiful award-winning block sign at each end of your block. And for more details or to download the contest materials, just go to our website, the santana.org, to the Public Works Block Beautification tab. We look forward to getting your entries. And now our Executive Director of Public Works, Nabil Saba, has a few words of appreciation to share with both our community and city employees. Nabil?
Yes, thank you again for sharing your time with us tonight. The community and Public Works are truly stronger together. Santa Ana is one of the largest and oldest cities in California. Public Works is making significant improvements in the old infrastructure, which makes our community more desirable to live, do business with, and visit. I am so proud of the high quality work and exceptional customer service all of our Public Works employees provide to protect Santa Ana community's health, safety, and quality of life. It is our dedicated Public Works team that keeps the Santa Ana community beautiful and moving smoothly. I am truly honored to lead such a committed team in providing the best service possible and to make our community better. I want to thank all Public Works employees for their extra contributions in keeping Santa Ana community beautiful. Thank you for the Santa Ana community, and keep up the beautiful city here in Santa Ana. And thank you very much for your time.
Nabil, thank you. And thank you for your awesome leadership and all that you do to make Santa Ana beautiful, especially driving around on your lunchtime and reporting those public work issues. I know you love to report those illegal situations. Margarita, do you have any closing thoughts before we say goodnight?
No, just that, we look forward to working with all the neighborhoods to be stronger together, because that's what it's about. So we hope, if anything, that you leave with that message, just following the remarks from Director Nabil Saba.
Thank you, Margarita. And a big thank you to Planning and Building Agency, to our Principal Planner, Melanie McCann, and also the Neighborhood Initiative team. Margarita, Alyssa, Narcy, thank you so much for all your support and assistance in producing this virtual meeting for us tonight. We're so grateful for your partnership and collaboration. You guys are the best, so thank you. And we just want to say a big thank you to the community for attending tonight. We hope that next year the pandemic will be behind us and we can host an in-person family community event with lots of fun exhibits for everyone to enjoy. So thank you again. Have a great night and stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.